It's your Shane Watson here. Lucky enough to be joined by Hall of Famer and all-time great, of course, if you're a Hall of Famer, Evander, the real deal Holyfield. How are you, Evander?
I'm great.
Good to finally be in touch with you. How's life in Florida? What have you been up to?
Everything's great. Trying to stay in shape.
How's the coronavirus over there? Is it quieting down a lot more now, or is it still major?
I'm not for sure. A lot of talk. A lot of people saying a lot of different things. And so I really don't know.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So obviously, there's been a lot going on at the moment in the boxing world, and especially as heavyweights and stuff. And obviously, we had the announcement of Mike Tyson coming back, and obviously in the great shape that he's in himself as well. And then we heard shortly afterwards about you making a comeback. Where did this all start from? What makes you want to get back in the ring at the age that you are?
Well, the thing is that I was doing something for my foundation anyway. And so, they said come back out, not like really coming back, or then I'm getting ready to do some exhibitions for my foundation.
Of course, but what's the interest in fighting Mike Tyson? Obviously, of course, he hasn't really responded to you saying you want to fight him as well.
You said what's the interest?
Yeah.
People got to find their interest in what they want to see. Me personally, I want to do this for a foundation. I want to tell the young kids pretty much because they didn't get a chance to see me fight, and you want to spread the message to them. Records are meant to be broken, and like that. But the things that you do as a kid, you do as an adult. And some people just think it's for till you 15 years old. This is for life. So you go do the right thing. Do the right thing. Right things happen.
Of course. And so I know you said you want people to see you obviously come back because obviously the younger generation wouldn't have got to see you in your days. But would you want them to see the side of you today rather than the Evander that we had in the past?
Well, I think both of them is important. The kids, they got to realize they're going to be old one day too. Now my mama told me that. I ain't really believe that. I just thought my mom was just born that way. It's kind of funny with a kid when you get, I remember when I got about 45 years old, I thought about what my mom was saying. You're going to get old as well. If you live long, you're going to get old. And so I think that you have to tell kids at a young age and for them to perceive that, follow direction, not quit is the key to being successful.
Of course, of course. Are you not worried about the health side of things though? Because obviously, as you do get older, it's natural for punch resistance to go. And I mean, that's something that you've always held great in your locker. Is punch resistance. You've always been known to be very tough. And obviously timing, all sorts of things have to go. Is that not a bit of a worry to you and your family that obviously that happens as you get older?
Well, the thing is that now I wouldn't be in the ring. I wouldn't be in the ring if I couldn't defend myself, and I wouldn't get in the ring with nobody that I believe gonna beat me up either. So pretty much, the people that I was aspired to get in the ring was people who my age and who probably older than me, body wise anyway. So it's it's kind of strategy about what you do when you're gonna do things. So if the person do get hard, who advantage it is? It's probably gonna be my advantage. And because this is how I look at things, I would never really get in the ring with nobody that I don't think that I can win.
Of course. So is it just a sense of an exhibition and for your charity and stuff and to help people that need it most? But if let's just say the exhibition goes well and you start to feel a bit more like your old self, is that to say that you would try working your way back to the top as well, or do you know in yourself that you can't do that?
No. I'm the only four-time heavyweight champion of the world. You got to realize that. Now, what more can you actually get?
Yeah.
I've done a lot of great things. I'm a lot farther than I would be even as a kid. Even as a kid, they asked me, "What do you want to be?" I said, I want to be the very best that I can be. I just didn't know what that is. And, I made the Olympic team, and I became the champion. I became the undisputed cruiserweight champion. And then I come to the heavyweight division. I did it 3 times. Then I turned around and did it 4th. But at one point in time, I should have been the oldest heavyweight champion in the world. But I didn't get it. They gave it to the other guy. But it's okay. But when I look at my career, I did a great job. But the records are meant to be broken. But the record's never going to be broken if people like myself who set the records don't go tell the kids. The record's meant to be broken. I'm saying, it does show you that sport is growing, that people make an adjustment and being able to do more than the people before them.
So, in the sense of obviously everything you've said, you have been training recently, as I've heard and I know about. How are you feeling in training recently? Is it anything compared to the way you felt back in the day?
Well, not really, because the fact of the matter is that this is not for a fight. This is not really for a fight that I'm a push myself that it go. I want to do something. I'm doing for the kids, doing something for the kids, and I'm pretty much the rules and regulations are gonna be rules and regulations that it ain't got to be established to people. So this is part of it.
How likely do you think it is that you will be fighting Mike Tyson in an exhibition match? Do you think it's quite likely, or?
I don't know. I'm saying, Mike changes his mind. Sometimes he say that he will and not, but it don't make no difference. I'll be doing it with somebody. Most important thing is the kids. It's the kids. The point of the matter is before I get off the earth, they say, hey, I seen him doing a sparring match. I see him doing this, like this. But the point of the matter is that the thing to tell them that, well, here I am. I'm 58 years old, and I can get out there, but it just ain't good for you to be getting hit upside the head and like this. I'm just, even though I could do it, but the point of the matter, but I don't have to, and I'm thankful. I was able to, save and do the proper thing with the money that allowed me not to have to take the risk.
Is an element of it the fact that, so obviously, because the limelight that you had throughout your whole career, and obviously, I'm sure you still get some of that today as well, and obviously, the whole fighting side of it, you're a fighter, and it never really leaves you. They say if you're a fighter, is it a sense of that you're missing as well?
No, not at all. I had a lot of challenges, coming up in boxing, and I did all that I felt that I possibly could. And like I was telling people, when I sparred that guy Ruiz, when I sparred him, and when he was at 19 years old, was able to tag me at time when I was 46, and I was like, I knew then that I didn't, I don't pass my age range where that. It's no longer makes sense to be getting hit like that for somebody who you think that you should be able to beat because the experience and all this, but he had speed. I was losing speed.
Of course. And how is your feeling towards Mike these days? I know you had that interview a while back, and you guys have passed all the wrongdoings and that into the past. How do you feel towards him today, though?
My own thing, I still forgive him. I don't even think about it. Other people think about it, and they talk about how could you forgive somebody, but that's a part of life. That's one of the golden rules. If you don't forgive, then who gonna forgive you?
Of course, absolutely. And what's your current views on the heavyweight scene? Obviously, it's an exciting time to be a heavyweight. Probably the most exciting we've seen in the last decade, of course, as the Klitschko ruling as the heavyweight division wasn't the most entertaining. But you got Fury and Joshua, and Wilder. Who do you currently see as the number one heavyweight? And who do you currently see as the number one heavyweight?
Well, Tyson Fury. good because people tend to make athletes feel that if you fall short, that means that you're not going good. But I would never be the very best if I wasn't the heavyweight champion world 4 times. So if you don't quit, you eventually get back. And so, but it's all depending on it takes a strong person to lose and come back.
Of course.
Now just think about it. And as long as boxing been going, I think Floyd Pounds was the first guy that did it 2 times. Then Ali was the first guy that do it 3. I'm the first guy to do it 4. Why? The fact is, I learned from them. If you don't quit, you can come back. And if you take care of yourself like that. But it takes a lot of hard work to make adjustments.
Of course. How would you have seen Tyson Fury being in an era like yours? How would you have seen him coping with some of the most notorious heavyweights there have been in your era, like Riddick Bowe, yourself, obviously Mike Tyson, even Lennox Lewis, which I know was a little bit more on in time. But how would you have seen him amongst those heavyweights?
Well, it's obvious that he came from a family that fight. So just think about it. In his family line, they was fighters. They fight. This is what they like doing, and they pretty much, and a lot of, I guess, poor people like myself, is fighting is one of the things that we did well, and so with Tyson Fury, he comes from a background of fighters. And so I think that, if he would have been in our era, he probably one of them guys would have been good. He was very rangy. He was very rangy and stuff like this. And he proven that he can make adjustments.
Of course. And so do you think that he would have been a world champion in that era then? Or?
Well, the thing is, I have to think that if he was in our era, he would fought better fighters. So he had to be tough too.
Yeah.
Because everybody in our era was tough. I'm saying in that from 1990 to 2000, you had about 6 or 7 champions.
Yeah.
It was good.
No, of course.
I just happened to be 4 times. I did it 4 times in that era, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of good fighters in that era because we had a lot of good amateur fighters.
And what do you make of Deontay Wilder's comments where he says he would have knocked out Mike Tyson in the first round? And he also says Mike Tyson never beat any heavyweights in their prime. What do you make of that?
You said what?
Deontay Wilder said that he would knock out Mike Tyson in the first round in his prime. And he also said that Mike Tyson never beat anyone in his prime. Deontay said that he would knock out Mike Tyson in the first round in his prime, and that Mike Tyson never fought anybody.
Well, the thing is, your people tend to have opinion about what they say, and I don't get caught up in everybody's opinion because I don't want nobody to think I'm on either person's side. It's just, you know what, it didn't happen, and so they never fought, so you ain't really talk about it.
Of course, yeah, that's probably the best way to look at it. But yeah, another thing I did want to go on to as well. So this exhibition that is going to take place at some point, whoever it may be against, is it a thing that you want to happen numerous times, or is it just one more go you want to have it, raise a lot of money for your foundation, and then move on with any other business venture you have?
It all depends. It all depends on people and where we do each one of them at. Our thing is that I don't know, but it's one at a time. Though I take one, because I may change my mind after the first one. That may be a little too tough. After that one, then that may be it.
And how would you feel about that, leaving the ring for the last time? Do you think it might spur you on to wanting to have more because obviously it's what you know and it's what you love?
Well, the thing is, I'm out of the ring anyway. The thing is me to inspire other people. And inspire people, let them know that, boxing is not for everybody. want to give your very best.
Of course, of course. What advice would you give to a young fighter today coming through the ranks as a heavyweight? Was there any advice that you would give him?
Well, the fact of the matter, you want to tell the big guy, you want to fight like a little guy, though.
Yeah.
You know, little guys are already ready. Little guys are ready, always. And so you get a fight, you can get a big guy, have the mentality as a little guy, because little guys, people pick on little guys.
Yeah.
So little guys always ready. So they always ahead of their time. And so if you get the big fighters to get that mentality, listen, follow directions, don't quit, and be there on time, and that would make great heroes.
Of course. I mean, yeah, it's good to hear advice from someone because obviously you've been there and done it all. But that's remind me actually. I know that you started to get into promoting in boxing and stuff. What's going on with that? Is that something you're still looking at doing when everything's back to normal?
Well, yeah. Hopefully, with a little bit more time, within a year or so, I'll be back with real deal promotion.
Because I know you had that tournament going on, didn't you? Because I remember Brad Solomon got that decision against Paddy Gallagher and stuff. I remember you had that all going on.
Yep. But, the thing is, things kind of fell off the hinges, and I got to reroute, come up with some better people, and I think the real deal get back to where it's supposed to be.
That's what we like to hear. Any ambition to train fighters?
Well, not training. I don't think it would be fair if I train fighters, because if I train fighters, then I would want them to win. They have to win.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of put too much pressure on people who may be judging. And I think that, even when I was a kid, I would kind of thought it was kind of sad if somebody, the champion, wanted somebody else to win, the people go and favor the guy that they want the other guy to win. But I don't want to make things difficult for judges to feel that I'm getting somebody because Evander here, I want them to get the fighter because the fighter's a good fighter. I just want to be able to be the promoter and give all fighters opportunity, the very best they could be.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that makes much sense as well. But do you not have desire to train fighters though? It must surely make you want to get up early and try and take a fight to the top, especially with the experience that you have as a fighter as well.
You got to understand, I got a son that boxes now.
Yeah, that was what I was going to come on to next. I was going to come on to that next, yeah.
But, I'm sure, even with my son, he boxed and he do the same thing that I like. Like, I'll come to the ring. I said, I don't want to train you because I'm always. I had 11 kids, so I just can't give all my time to him. I got to split my time with everybody else, so I know I'm not going to be there all the time. But to be a good trainer, you have to be a daddy. This is your fighter. You have to make sure that you don't let nobody else mess him up. Now, he may not mess up himself, but he'll listen to somebody else. And you have to be on them that way to get them in that pattern that they think like a fighter. Ain't nothing easy, but you have to think like a fighter. You have to prepare yourself like a fighter, and you have to make sure you have to be there each and every day. You can't put all that work in him, then all of a sudden he get with his friend, then he go do something funny, but it's your fault. You're a parent, but you're a coach. You're a parent. And you have to really look in your guy and tell him, okay, you represent me when you go in there. We represent each other. So, you got to have some kind of skin in the game.
Of course, absolutely, Evander. Great advice there, and that's something definitely for people to listen and take into there. Any last messages you would like to give out to Mike Tyson or Oliver McCall, who's also been quite vocal recently about a possible exhibition match?
Well, the only thing I can say, do real well, man. Be healthy, do everything safe. Don't do that to nobody you don't want them to do to you.
So let's hope that we can actually see you back in the ring with one of these greats again. Obviously, and hopefully in just an exhibition, so it doesn't get too messy. Even though that's another thing I'd want to ask: what happens if someone did catch you with a good shot in an exhibition? Is it going to make you go back and go like really go for it and stuff? Because the thing is with exhibitions, obviously they're meant to be like 50%, aren't they? Like where you don't go all in.
Well, you do. If a person catch what's, I'm gonna catch him back. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm telling you, I'm only gonna do what you do to me. And so, if you like me, I like you up too. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, this is a part of the whole game. I'm only gonna hit you as hard as you hit me. But you like me up, I like you up too. This is a part of the boxing nature. Everybody understand. Don't do no more than you want somebody to do to you.
Of
give
course.
me some room and I give you some room.
Of course, of course. Well, it's been great having you on, Evander, and obviously you're a wealth of knowledge and you're brilliant to talk to, and very lucky to have you on today. I want to wish you the best for your training camp or training that you're just doing to keep healthy and intact. And I wish you all the best. I wish your family to stay safe and that as well during these should we say mysterious times that are going on. And hopefully we can hear some news on you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.